Hello everybody, today we're going to be checking out some news that the devs have given us. Not some event news, but actually another dev replied. They are letting us know some stuff about, well, some questions the community has been asking. And, well, we have some feedback, right? Some important topics we have discussed in the past. We got some updates from the devs, so let's get into checking them out. Freeze! Download Legend of Mushroom through Aptoide right now and enjoy bonuses of up to 35%. As you accumulate these bonuses, you'll be able to use them to buy things for you instead of actually using your real money like we are showing right here. All you need to do is go to Google and search for Aptoide, click on the first link that appears and download it. As you download Aptoide, it will install in your device. Once it is installed, go ahead and search for it in your device, and then within it, go ahead and search for Legend of Mushroom. Go ahead and click on Legend of Mushroom within Aptoide and download it and install it in your device. Then head on over to Google Play and search for AppCoins wallet and download it and open it up. Once you have it installed, here you'll be able to see how much bonus you currently have accumulated, and you will also be able to input my promo code Midway5 to be able to go ahead and earn an extra 5% bonus in Legend of Mushroom when buying stuff. There is a guide down in the description, and the code is also down here on the screen as well as in the description, so go ahead and get it now and start earning more value for your money. Here we are, it's on the bottom side over here, as you can see, right? So it's just a general, regular, good old dev replied. We have many of those in the past. Let's just start looking at it, right? So players are saying, when manually playing, or rather praying in the statue for advanced affixes, and we can get all the way this up here, might as well. In the meantime, they're saying that you often sleep and miss the affix that you want, right? The warning pop-up that used to be there is now gone, right? I didn't know that actually. I haven't been manually praying myself since they added the auto pray feature, even though it's a little bit slower still after they added the boosting speed all the way up to this auto pray, right? It used to be a lot slower. Now it seems to be that if you are going for just random rolls on this, like let's find this page, you are going to not be getting the warning when you get, I don't know, a triple S, right? So yeah, that seems to be pretty screwed up. I mean, I totally agree with the fact that that's necessary, and what the devs are saying is that the warning feature for manual prayers will return in the next update on the 29th of April. That is actually a week from now, so that's a little bit far still. Shroomies won't have to worry about missing advanced affixes anymore. In addition to the other gameplay of Manor will also be optimized in the next update. Okay, so they are actually doing some more fixes to, in general, the whole Manor section, which, by the way, in my daily chores kind of thing to go through is my most boring part of things, like mining and just doing all the parking war setup, doing the Shroomy farm, setting up all my, you know, the employees that I have, my retainers that I have on the dormitory. All that stuff is actually pretty damn boring. So if they're actually going to be doing something about it, I am all for that. That is insanely cool. Now, when will the new sailing season arrive? What they are saying is that the brand new sailing season will be launching in May, so yeah, pretty just like a week and a half from now. I'm bringing more exciting and fast-paced battles. Stay tuned for more game updates. We'll check those updates when they are actually announced. For now, we don't have anything new. This is all from the last event, which we already talked about, and they haven't revealed what these updates are gonna be actually like. Now, I'm really excited if they are actually gonna be doing something cooler with the sailing season. I've played a couple of those already, and they are pretty much the same, a little bit boring, so hopefully they are gonna be spicing things up a little bit more. Let me know what you think about the sailing season yourself if you played some of those. Now, next up, when will the third round of merges start? Shroomies, the wait is over. The third round of merges will soon begin in May. At the same time, feel free to submit feedback to the merch suggestion. We will adjust the final merch list based off of your feedback and the actual situation, and follow the announcement for the final merch list. We checked out the merches a couple weeks back actually, and yeah, I think we had another one scheduled up if it hasn't actually happened, but I don't really know what they are talking about the third round, if they're gonna be like to go into a next phase of merges. We can go ahead and check it. We can go ahead and actually find that file right now real quick. Now here we go. This is what the final file of the merges looks like. It's just what we already knew. It's like 40 servers in total, and that number has been really been taken down since this last merge. This was a big merge. We were coming from 52 servers, and then it was like 53 before that, and now it's only 40, right? So the game is coming up and clumping into even smaller and smaller server lists, which brings up all the other issues which we've talked about in previous server merges. Now, they talking about a third round or a third phase in the server merges. it kind of seems to me that they're going to be going to, I don't know, like 30, even 20 servers. I don't know how big Legend of Mushroom is right now, but it seems to be that it's like really dying down to being only a full, very small core of active players. And if that is the case, I don't know, I don't think this is too great of a news for the game, but the server merges always make things a little bit spicier in some regards, and in most cases it makes it so that like you always face the same family in the family brawl and things like that. I don't know, this might not really be the best news ever, but we are probably going to be seeing some shakeups to the rankings as you are going to be merged into bigger servers are going to be merged with each other, meaning that, well, it's going to be even bigger whales all put together in one single server, making things a lot more competitive once again. I don't know, depending on what kind of player you are, you might be excited about that. I personally don't really care too much about it, but all in all, yeah, some things that's going to be happening soon. Now, similar to it, Family Brawl is too boring, hoping for optimizations, right? Something that I'm already mentioned, right? I just mentioned it. The Family Brawl, you're always matching with the same families because of the server merges. The system kind of pairs together families that have the similar power of, or rather level power, in your clump of servers. So if you are faced with like, there's only one very similar family that's always as powerful as you in that clump of servers, you're only going to be facing that one family every single time. So if you're beating them once, you're probably going to be beating them every single time, and that's just a guaranteed win. It's a little bit boring. It's a system that's just there to be done on its own. It's passive. There's no gameplay attached to it, really. So in order to provide Shroomies with a better battle experience, we will expand the matching pool for the Family Brawl in the version going live in May. So kind of what's going to happen here with these other new round of merges, or the third round of merges we're talking about, it's going to be affecting the matchmaking for the Family Brawl, meaning that if you're paired, like if it's going to be two very big servers paired together with each other, there's going to be more families in that pool that is going to be able to go versus each other. Maybe they're just making it so that the power range is going to be a little bit bigger. So if you have a very powerful family, it's going to be able to be paired with the same kind of power level of that family, and then like even lower family power. So it's like a little bit more separate, and therefore it might be, you know, very, very difficult to beat that one very specific family, but you will be getting like luckier kind of matchups if you're in like a bit of a weaker family, so you're never really just always dying to that one. In any case, yeah, I think the system is kind of just doomed at this point. With the game being at the stage that it is, the Family Brawl system has kind of had its course, but all in all, you can still like find basically maybe a very good matchup in the specific server clump you're in, and you are always facing a family which you have a little bit of competition with, and in that case it could be cool, but only if the matchups or the matchmaking system is favorable to you depending on the server clump you're in. And as always, they're saying that if you get any more suggestions, head over into the official Discord like we are right now and just drop them into the suggestion channel. If you are going to be doing that, of course, perfect for the game. It's going to be better for everybody else to actually get some feedback in there, so the game can still at least keep alive for a little bit more. And that's all the news we have here. Right now in the game we have the Soul Rush and the Pal Rush running for a couple days still, so if you got a lot of the Soul Dust, just go ahead and dump it now in my server. That is going to be requiring me about 140,000 dust to get rank 1. I think I'm actually not in a bad way, like I actually got a decent amount saved up. What is it, 97,000, right? So I might actually be able to get some Skyrider passes from that one, which I definitely need now because, well, there is a new mount that's been released into the game, which is actually very good. That is the Boom Da Bang, just a bunch of drams. Yeah, it's actually pretty damn cool. We checked it out in a previous video before that, so yeah, I really want to be getting that one myself. And we also got the Pal Rush, which, for example, right now I would need 44,000 tickets to get a good rank at, and I have, what is it, let's just check it out, I have 36,000, so I'm not in a bad position. I could also go ahead and use all my gems to really boost this up. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably dump it into the Soul Dust just because it's going to be a bigger power spike from that, and of course that event also drops more Skyrider passes. But that's kind of all the news there is in the game right now, guys. We are going to be waiting until that May update. It's probably going to be a couple days until they actually drop in the game updates channel in the official Discord the news of what that big update is going to be. We got the calendar also as well in the Discord.